The Nuggets take on the Lakers. I can't wait for this. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a really good series. And there is not a player in the league. We can talk about Tatum's Game 7. Jokic has been by far the best player in the playoffs. And what he is doing in the playoffs is absurd. We've seen the 50-point game from him, right, against Phoenix. In the playoffs, Morgan, he's averaging just under 31 points a game. 13 rebounds, nearly 10 assists on 55% shooting, 47.5% from three. He gets to go the best guy offensively, the best center offensively in the league right now.
Yeah.
Going toe-to-toe with Anthony Davis, who you just mentioned, who's been just a beast.
Game-changing at times defensively, right? I mean, when he's in the middle, and it's like, I wonder how the Lakers will go about that. I wonder how Michael Malone will go about that offensively. Like, how are you trying to get AD out of there so you're getting those backdoor cuts? You're getting someone in the dunker spot, and Joel. And so Jokic is finding them, in those spots and trying to pull AD out, or is AD just going to, he's got to come up on Jokic.
You have to come up on him because breaking news, he can shoot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Jokic is just so good. Denver, I think, is going to win this series. And this is their moment. This is their time.
So confident.
Yeah, because I think this is... You can't look at anything from the last time they played in the conference finals.
That's
only three players left on the Nuggets, Porter, Murray, and Jokic. Okay. Everything else has changed. Also, it was the bubble.
Yeah.
You can't really look at the Lakers. Who's left? LeBron and AD. The one thing you do kind of look at is the last time they played, when AD was outstanding in that conference finals, they just had more bodies to throw at Jokic. And I think you had Dwight, you had JaVale McGee, and you had AD. That's a lot of size to throw his way, different looks that you could throw at Jokic. You could play bigger lineups. They don't have that depth, right? Mo Bamba has been hurt. He's not playing, and even so, that's not a lot to throw at Jokic.
Wenyen Gabriel is on line one.
That's funny. Did you want the joke, Mike, for that one? I mean, what?
Wenyen Gabriel's on line one.
Yes, 6'8" Wenyen Gabriel. Here's the thing where Jokic is, he's just such a challenging cover. I mean, I went back today and looked at one of the matchups from October 26th. Even so, you can't really look at these matchups between the Nuggets and Lakers and gain that much from it.
No.
The last time they played was all the way back in January. Think about all the change the Lakers have had since January. It's a completely different team.
Yeah. It's
And then Denver, that was Murray just coming back from surgery. He was getting comfortable. What do you take?
And even from the Lakers, like if you go, okay, well, take what you can against the Warriors. What you got? Vanderbilt's probably going to start playing again. I mean, they took him out because of the offense, but really, I see a world where they're going to need his length against the Denver Nuggets.
I think you always need his length. The problem is, can you afford to play it? Because Denver is not going to guard him. And that's going to be a tough decision for Darvin Ham, because I think throwing Vanderbilt on Murray, throwing some size and different looks on Murray would be smart. And then who's guarding Murray? I mean, Schroeder is a pest defensively. He doesn't have exactly that same size. But the big thing is Jokic. And I just don't know that they're going to be able to do anything to Jokic that's going to frustrate him. You play off of him, that's a mistake. You play on him, Jokic can get by AD. Jokic can score on AD. Jokic is not going to back down. He will try to score on him inside and out. He will pick you apart. They run a whole bunch. They run things for Jokic that normal teams run for guards. And then, of course, his passing, his rebounding. The one area that I think if you are the Lakers and Anthony Davis, is you just have to make him work defensively. Put him in a ton of pick and roll action. Make him come out and defend. LeBron, AD, pick and roll. Let's see how he handles that when he's away from the basket. And if you're AD, you got to attack him and get him into foul trouble.
Do you see a world that AD is defending Aaron Gordon? I mean, just so then they're like trying to keep him more in the middle. And I mean, how big of a threat?
I mean, I don't know. I think that's interesting.
I know.
But then who's guarding
Jokic.
Vanderbilt? Doesn't have the size. You're gonna give LeBron that
I know.
matchup?
I know. Yeah, no, there's not many options for the Lakers with that, but I don't know. I think they'll come in with a different type of game plan, and obviously not one that they went into with the Golden State Warriors. It's a whole different style.
Well, AD could be back there, right? He doesn't have to worry about Looney popping shots.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry about Draymond Green, and even if Draymond shoots, you live with it. It's completely different when you have one of the best offensive weapons the league has ever seen. And Jokic, we talk about guys not stepping up in the moment. Jokic has stepped up every single time. He has been outstanding in the playoffs. He was good last year, even without Murray and Porter being banged up. He has stepped up in a big-time way, and it's been a joy to watch. I think he is unguardable right now.
This conversation, I am excited about both these matchups. I am.
And on the flip side, let's give AD. AD's going to be able to score on him.
Yeah. No, I know. I think AD is going to have a good game and then a mediocre game, a good game and then a mediocre game. I mean,
okay.
I'm not, no shade. It's just track record of what we've seen from Anthony Davis so far in this postseason. And like, it's fine as long as he's producing enough to get them to the next level.
Get Jokic in foul trouble and get him off the floor. That's your best bet. That's your best bet. And I think from Denver's perspective too, I think they have upgraded I just like their pieces. Bruce Brown can defend multiple guys. KCP, championship experience. He's going to have a little revenge on his mind going up against his former team.
Yeah.
We've mentioned the rookie Christian Brown, who has a little size, plays hard. They don't even play Reggie Jackson, who they got. They don't play him. So I really like their roster. And then Jeff Green is kind of the old grizzled vet that is always good for knocking down some threes or jamming it out of nowhere. You're like, oh my God, Jeff Green, are you serious? But I think the Denver Nuggets have the depth. They've got the best player right now in the series, and that's not a dig. I mean, LeBron can turn it on. I mean, Jokic is in the prime of his career.
Yeah.
He's playing great basketball. I like the Nuggets. By the way, Jokic, on what he learned from facing the Lakers in 2020, he says, to be honest, I don't remember. Do you believe that?
It was a weird time. Do you remember that time?
Yeah, I do.
Ugh.
I don't think... I'm sure Jokic remembers. You remember when you lose in the playoffs, and that's another factor. I think this guy is a man on a vengeance. I got to be honest. I know Jokic is kind of this quiet dude and doesn't say a lot, jokes around a little bit. Everyone talks about how great of a teammate is. I think he's got a little fire lit under his ass.
Have you seen his brothers?
Yeah,
he absolutely does.
But my point is, because he didn't win the MVP again, I think he truly goes, I am the best big in the NBA. And I should have been the 3-time MVP. And okay, that's fine. I don't care that much. I'm just going to go out there and do it in the playoffs and show you what an MVP looks like.
Well,
it's weird how the narrative changes, right? Like throughout the season, there was times like the Jokic stock was going down, Embiid up, Giannis, oh, Embiid. And he ended up being the guy. Mm-hmm. It's a regular season reward. You don't take anything away from what Embiid accomplished. But Jokic, there's no one better than this guy as a big in the league. There is nobody better. And you can go ahead and talk about his defense. He is not the perfect player in NBA history.
But who is?
He's got some weaknesses. Here's what I know. The guy can give you 50. He can get you 20 rebounds. Hell, I bet you can get you 20 assists in the game. He can shoot it from the outside. He can get you inside. He's bruising. He'll give you a little Euro game every once in a while. He plays at his speed. Who is better than him?
He plays at his speed, and nobody can change that. Nobody can force him to play at a different speed that he doesn't want to play at. It's incredible, and it's so much fun to watch. Yeah, I'm pumped now. I'm really pumped.
Yeah, see?
I want the game to start right now.
Well, it starts tomorrow, Tuesday nights.